from the beginning.
Musicology. Them be the rocker shaka, brah.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Musicology, your music alternative. My name is Adam Lasher, your host, and today we're going to be interviewing and checking out a three-piece rock band by the name of Covet. So, if you still would like to believe that boys are better than girls at guitar, change the channel, because you will be disappointed. Yvette Young, I'm so happy to have you.
Thanks for having me here.
You guys just heard Glimmer by Covet, and now we have the guitarist here that I'm talking to, and happy to be talking to, because I really enjoy your playing, and you have a really unique way of doing those finger taps.
Thank you.
When you picked up the guitar for the first time, did you just start doing that, or was that like a technique you figured out how to do later?
Well, my background is piano, and I played violin as well, but I feel like when I picked up guitar, my frame of reference was always piano for it, and I think a lot of the versatility and the fingerstyle stuff I do just comes directly from my piano training. And I listened to some bands at the time that kind of were extensively fingerstyle as well, so I kind of took what I liked from those bands and tried to make it my own. Okay.
I can see how that works. So is that kind of how you ended up doing a lot of instrumental music as well with these guys?
Yeah. For a while I started out actually on acoustic guitar, and I had like kind of a singer-songwriter project where I would sing and play acoustic fingerstyle, and then much later, I picked up electric guitar, and then I kind of wanted to focus more on letting the instrumental music speak without any lyrics or semantic meaning. So now I'm playing instrumental music in a band.
I like it. I see your favorite color is orange. I'm gonna guess. Is that true, or is it just orange is just the color of the day?
You know, I think I go through color phases. I'm feeling the orange lately because I recently also asked for an orange sparkle guitar. I guess I like blues. My entire pedal board, for some reason, it's like all reverbs and delays, and I guess the popular color choice for reverbs and delays is blue because they sound kind of like aquatic.
Sure.
So I have a blue pedal board.
So we're gonna check out another song of yours called Falkor.
Sweet.
And when we come back, she's gonna give us a little lesson on guitar playing because she plays very unique music and you finger tap, but a lot of people finger tap like this, like the 80s, but I see you're using multiple fingers at once for your tapping, so you're kind of like tapping a chord on a chord, and that's pretty interesting. And I want to know how to do that because I'm an old school blues Latin player, and I want you to show me how to do some cool prog finger chord tapping.
We're gonna shred it.
We're gonna shred it. So let's check out Falkor, and we'll do that when we come back. beautiful.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. You're awesome. This is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I'm having fun. I'm
Me
having
too.
fun. So your songs are really cool. I really dig them. And I'm still like, I'm so new to finger tapping that style of music. But before we get there, I want to have a little lesson where you show me how to do that. But I want to ask, because your music's instrumental, right? You're not really doing lyrics. Are you thinking of like memories or emotions or people when you come up with the songs or the title?
Yeah, for me, what I always enjoyed about music was anything that elicited an emotion from me, or anything where I could close my eyes and I would hear a story or something. I remember I used to walk home from high school and listen to music, and I would like direct my own music videos in my head and stuff like that. So for me, I always aspired to write music that would tell a story or paint some kind of mood or elicit an emotion from a person.
So what kind of pictures or emotions come to mind with the song we just heard?
That song's called Falcor. I always name my songs after I write them. And when I heard it, it just sounded like very magical and playful. And a childhood memory I have was watching The Never-Ending Story, and they had this luck dragon thing named Falcor, and I remember he was always a really fun character. So I decided to name the song Falcor after him because he had a really magical presence to him.
Oh, wow.
And it sounds like soaring, some of it, like sounds like something flying in the sky, and he did a lot of that.
and you do a lot of soaring as well. So one of the reasons you sound different is you're also tuning your guitar differently. It looks like you got some sort of D open tuning. What do you got going on?
Yeah, it's D, A, D, F sharp, A, E.
Do you guys get that? Write that down.
So it sounds like
And when you're doing your finger picking, are you thinking of actual chord shapes or in like theory, or are you just kind of going through what you think sounds good in the key of the tuning?
So my writing process is usually I like hum something, I'll sing it, and then I'll figure it out on the fretboard. A lot of these tunings make certain shapes or intervals a little more economic or accessible to your hand. So that's the reason why I pick them. And yeah, I guess my process is just singing it and then teaching myself how to play it. This is one of the first riffs I wrote in this style, and it's called Nautilus because it was.
You name your riffs?
I mean, the riff's not called Nautilus. The song's called Nautilus. Okay. It's an underwater feeling song. So, a lot of my riffs start with I think of like a main melody. It sounds like this. So I have like the top line, which is like when I think of it in piano terms, it's like the right hand, and then the left hand's kind of like bass. So this one, the bass line's like. So when you tap something like that, you're essentially playing both at the same time. So.
And that comes natural because if you're playing piano, your left hand's going to be bass. So is that kind of just how I'm assuming you naturally?
Yeah,
use your left hand for bass with the tapping.
Exactly. I think I always think in harmonies. And it's like kind of also a way that I played at first because I didn't have a band and I wanted to sound really full as one person. So I guess you want to hop to it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
Let's see what happens.
So it's like. So connect this part with.
Let's stop from the beginning now. We have. Just that one little section there. You got the ninth fret right on the bass.
Yep.
7th string, G string, the 3rd string, 7th fret.
Yeah, but you're gonna tap it with your first finger here, and then.
Okay.
And then. Yeah, and then your right hand. Yeah, exactly. So it's like having little fingers helps because then it's kind of hard to tap right next to.
I'm an ogre.
A string. Yeah, but sometimes I to avoid like overlap of my fingers, sometimes I pivot.
Okay.
So and like I mute the open note with my left hand.
Cool.
So it's like yeah.
I'm gonna try this now. Okay. So you guide me as I do it. So we got.
At the same time.
Okay. And then what was the next part?
And then. And then.
Oh yeah. So.
Yeah, and then.
What's the second note?
And then.
I got it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Nice. But I guess you could do that. But the problem is you have you have to use your left hand in the next part. So
I feel so vulnerable.
Trust me, it's pretty tricky. Like it's just a weird concept to grasp if you're used to just picking or using a pick even. Having the finger dexterity and the coordination to like line all this up is so weird and alien. So yeah, it's hard.
I won't fret about it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was horrible pun.
For the musicians out there, are you a...
Not yet. Well, Yvette, it's been a pleasure having you here. Yeah. I've really enjoyed
Thank you so much.
Learning how to finger tap chords on a guitar, which I don't do. And I cut my classical nails just so I could learn how to do this.
Wow.
And I think I did all right, considering we're filming and I'm putting myself on the spot. But this is so cool and so awesome. So once again, thank you. We're going to throw it over to Kris and Rob and see what they got going on. And we'll see you guys next time.
I'm Kris James.
And I'm Hippie Rob. Hit the street beat with Musicology.
Musicology.
Present Street Beat. Recorded live on the streets. With your host, Kris James and Hippie Rob. Street Beat.
So take it out for people. Sometimes sit back and eat something to keep you cool. Sometimes sit back and eat something to keep you cool. Better look out now, cause Toonz got something for you. Let me tell you what it is. Well, I'm the ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by. I'm a mine. Well, I'm the ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by. You seen all my flavors to get you just satisfied. Hold on a second there. Down vanilla, shake it. All flavors and push up to you. Well, I'm the ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by. You seen all my flavors to get you just satisfied. Hold on, one more. Well, usually pass by just about 11 o'clock. Never stop. Well, I'm usually pass by around 11 o'clock. And if you let me fool you one time, you can be my regular stop. Here we go. Here we go. Well, I'm the ice cream man. Yes, I'm the ice cream man. Babe, I'm the ice cream man. Ice cream man. Seen all my flavors are guaranteed. She's satisfied. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Dude, you sound clean as funk. How long you been busking for riches out here?
About 2.5 years now.
Right on.
Nice, Tony. So, you seem like the kind of guy who knows how to have a good time, am I right? So, would you tell us some past good times that you've had?
All I can say is I've been playing all my life. In these past 3-4 years, I've been playing for me. I've always played for everybody else for their enjoyment. Now I play for me. I get more creative with it. It seems like people around me enjoy it that much more.
That's it. Natural. I like it.
If you were gonna describe your music as a color, what color would it be, dude?
Midnight blue.
Midnight blue.
I like that too. Well, Tony, your song was awesome. You want to play us another one?
Sure. Appreciate you guys.
I like it.
Right on.
It's Tony Toonz again. You enjoyed the ride? Enjoy this ride.
Once again, I'm Kris James.
And I'm Hippie Rob. I hope you enjoyed that segment of Street Beat
See you next time.
on Musicology.
Y'all know what time it is now. It's time for the Musicology Minute.
Welcome to the Musicology Minute. My name is McLucas, and today I want to talk about the evolution of recorded music from the 1800s to today. We started with Edison's phonograph, where musicians performed into a large horn that funneled the sound down to move a stylus to create indents on a beeswax cylinder. Of course, it had limitations such as not being able to modify a take, very limited frequency range, and beeswax wore down very quickly. In the 20s, popularity of vinyl and microphones greatly improved the sonic quality and possibilities of recorded music. Along with the advancement to magnetic tape and eventually multi-track recording, the sonic quality exploded and allowed an entirely new universe of possibilities for artists away from just playing together as a band. And then of course that brings us to computers and digital recording. The possibilities at this point are nothing short of infinite, and we can now make albums with people across the world. All of this change took place in less than 150 years, so I cannot wait to see what the next 150 years of technology brings for music. You just watched the Musicology Minute. I'm John McLucas, signing off.
Well, that's all the time we got for today. I had a lot of fun. I learned to finger tap on the guitar, but I think I'll stick to playing the blues. I'm your host, Adam Lasher, and we'll see you on the next episode of Musicology.
From the beginning,